So, Belinda, there are so many different supplements out there. So let's start with a simple question. What is actually in a multivitamin?
So a multivitamin is basically a combination of different vitamins and minerals. Some of them have a couple of extra things in them like herbs, whether it's for stress relief or whatever. But a general multi is going to have small amounts of different vitamins and minerals in there. So it's kind of like a basic sort of insurance policy, just making sure that if you're missing one or two little nutrients from your food, that you're being covered.
So is there a right time to actually be taking a multivitamin?
Yeah. So basically with a multivitamin, a lot of the vitamins that are in there are our B group of vitamins. And these vitamins are really good for increasing energy, reducing stress. So I would say to be definitely taking your multivitamin with breakfast first thing in the morning. You do need to take them with food because they absorb better with food. But if you take it too late in the day, you might find yourself lying in bed a bit stimulated. You know, we want to be stimulated in the day, but nobody wants to not sleep.
I'm a massive fan of taking zinc, but quite a few times I've felt sick.
Yes.
Can you explain a little bit more the good and the bad times to take zinc?
Absolutely. So with zinc, it can make you feel a bit nauseous. It's a bit of a reflex reaction when the zinc hits the gut lining that you can feel a little bit unwell, and that's a big turn off for people. So you do need some hydrochloric acid in the stomach to digest zinc. So you do need to have it near food, but maybe not too close to food because it can interfere with the absorption of certain nutrients and minerals. So things like iron and things like calcium. So maybe sort of 10, 15 minutes after your meal.
And what about magnesium? Because it helps me so much with my stress and my sleep. But again, you hear different things as to when you should be taking it and also how much you should be taking of magnesium.
Yeah. So the thing with magnesium is it's about 80% of the population is deficient in magnesium.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So if you've got headaches, you're tired, you don't sleep well, you've got anxiety, you've got muscle aches and pains. I mean, hands up anybody who doesn't have any of those things.
Even as a nutritionist and a chef, you're speaking about me.
Yeah, absolutely. And part of that's because when we're busy and stressed, our body chews through so much magnesium. So we're just needing lots of it. A lot of the time with magnesium, there's other things mixed in with it. So if you go back to your B vitamins that we were talking about, if it's got those mixed in with your magnesium powder, morning's going to be better. And some of them have some beautiful ingredients like lavender or sour cherry or lactium, and they're going to help you to sleep, and they're in a lot of those nighttime magnesium blends.
Okay, so I've decided I want to take a multivitamin or start taking different vitamins. What do I do? Do I speak to my GP, a naturopath? Do I get a blood test?
I mean, it is ideal to, a lot of people do self-prescribe vitamins and herbs and things like that. Sometimes we're getting forms that aren't even absorbable. Sometimes, we're taking things that we don't need. Some people take iron because they're tired, but they actually have too much iron, and that can be dangerous. So it is best to kind of get some advice from a naturopath or a nutritionist. They're the people that are qualified for that. And then also, too, you can consult with your GP to get your levels checked. If you don't do these things, people say, oh, I've tried magnesium before. I'm like, okay, can we just try it again? Because, I've got all these symptoms. We do it at the right dose, at the right time, with the right form. And they're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So it's not just what you take, it's how you take, the form you take, and the dose you take.